but they are classified into two types. So number one file is text file. Number one is called text file. Easy. Text file. Number two called binary file. Binary file. So what is the text file is going to contain? What the binary file is going to contain? That I want to discuss. So text file is the one which contains alphabets, special symbols, alphabets, digits, and the special symbols. Special symbols contains alphabets, digits, and special symbols. Any type of file is containing digits, alphabets, and special symbols. That file is called a text file. Students, in Python programming, to in Python programming, to indicate text file, to denote a text, to denote a text file, we use a letter, we use a letter T. We use a letter T. Of course, it is by default. We default, this is called what it is default. It is a default. Are you able to follow now? Now, see students, the example I am writing, examples I'm writing here is all dot dot txt file, dot txt file, dot docx file, docx, dot c program, dot c plus plus program, dot java program, dot py program, etc. Any type of your program is containing only this now, this one only now. Any type of file is containing this type of alphabets, digits, and special symbol. When we are writing our program, it is containing alphabets, digits, and special symbols only, not containing any of the other kind of things. So it is known as which file? Text file. So by default, all files are treated as a text files only, but based on the extension, their nature will change. Like .xml, you take it, .xml file, .xml file. Any type of extension of the file which contains this type of information, that is just called as what? Text file. Now coming to the binary file. Binary file contains the data. Binary file contains the data in the form of in the form of in the form of binary binary format. Binary format. In the bracket, I will write pixels. And in the graphics format, if we speak, pixel. What is the pixel? A smallest addressable element on the screen is called pixel. Suppose if you take x-axis and y-axis, there is a 4 and there is a 3, and it is going to be, then a dot will be there. The dot is known as what? Pixel. That a dot is known as what? Pixel. So the binary file is internally containing binary format in the form of images. If I speak about it, pixels it is in the form of. So in Python programming, to denote a binary file, to denote a binary file, to denote a binary file, we use a letter. We use a letter called what? B. We use it. B. I'll tell the coding of binary file also. And the next examples, if I take it, all images, students, all images like .jpeg, .jpeg, next JPG, next is called a GIF, comma, .png, etc. All sorts of images, all sorts of audio, video file, all and audio files, all sorts of audio, video files, .avi files, .avi, comma, .mvi, .mvi, comma, next mp3, etc. These are all comes under what? Audio, video files. These are all comes under audio, video files. comes under binary file. So you take anything and you just apply my concept, you will be getting apply. If you go to internet website, some images are there. What those images are called? Which file? Binary file. Suppose you want to upload your passport size photo. You want to upload to the application format. What they will do? They will scan it. They will take the file. They will take or not. They will upload that file in the specified place, right or not? So what that pic is known as binary file. So anything is containing in the form of images, audio, video files, they are simply called as which file? Binary file. Other than that, only alphabets, digits are there. They are known as what? Special symbols. So if I take into the consideration, if I take into this place now, students, if I come to the files, if I take it into the types of files, if I take it, it is going to be like this. So in Python programming, we have two types of files. One is a text file, one more is a binary file. Text file. A text file is one which always contains alphabets, digits, and a special symbol. Text files are denoted by the letter T by default. By default, Python programming language treats every file as a text file. .py, .java, .cpp, .c, .txt, .xlsx, .doc, etc. Are called which files? Text files. Binary files. Binary file is one which contains the data in the form of binary format, denoted by a letter called P. All images, audio, video files, and any PDF file with images. Any PDF file is there with images. That is also called what? Binary file. Okay. This is comes under one sort of file, students. That part I am going to put it into our place. And finally, I'll move to the further stages now. Now I'm entering into the one of the most important area today. That part is file opening modes I'm going to enter. Up to here, these are all called what? Concept based. These are all called what? Concept based. I explained it. Now I'm going to discuss about file opening modes. So let us start about the file opening modes. I'm going to discuss, students. Carefully try to follow me. It's very easy and I will explain. And after this finishing, I want to go forward. One more also related to that, number of approaches to open the file also I will explain. So this, after this is completed, I'll go for number of approaches to open the file. So first we will discuss file opening modes. So don't take much time. How many modes are there? 8. What is the first one? R. Next. Very good. Next. A. Next. R plus. Next. W plus. Next. A plus. Next. X. X plus. Good. Even in evening class, I said to many batches, 7 o'clock girls, all of a sudden, lot of change came. I said, I don't know why this sudden change came. I said in one or two batches because 4 o'clock girls are sitting like sleeping and 2 o'clock taking big lunch and coming to the class by sleeping, sitting very idle. I said, come to 7 o'clock. Actually, yesterday only you interacted very well, correct? In other days, even I did not talk to you, correct? After few days. But I don't know what realization in you. It's really appreciable. One day you are interacting with me, I felt very happy. So I said, even in other batches also. They said, okay. They said, maybe today I see whether I will interact or not. Anyhow, girls, good sign. Boys, not interacting properly. Problem, huh? Why you are going and sitting that corner, students, boys? Huh? So there are some chairs are vacant that side. Why you want to sit that corner? Mosquitoes will be there behind the corners. Sit all the place. Some now, and some of my students are sitting before the shutters of the shops. Why? Who is that? You are the one. Lost. You are sitting before the shutter, correct? Last. You are the one sitting before the shutter. You only, na? Adi, all. Why? Stand up, all of you. Stand up, all of you. Hmm. Stand up. I've seen you already. Keep the buttons. Be professional. Be like professional. Why are you sitting there? Huh? Waiting. Come and sit in the class and read the notes. Or sit there itself, read the notes. Everybody will feel that, oh, very good students. Change the trend, students. Correct. Next time if you sit there, I will ask question there itself. Because general, I used to say some students are sitting before the shutters. My students only sitting. Yesterday also I've seen you, correct? Daily you will sit over there, relaxing, huh? Sit down. Come to the class immediately. Now come. I'll go for what? Read mode. Read mode. W mode. I'll explain. I don't write it. Immediately I don't write it. This part I'm going to. First you understand these three. Rest of the three are very, very easy. Online students. So try to interact. So R is called what? This mode is used for opening the file in read mode. As I told you, operations on file, operations on file. If we want to perform any type of what operation, read operation, the purpose of read operation is that to transfer re- to transfer or read the record from file of secondary memory into the object of main memory. We go for what? Read operation. So read operation steps are what? Choose the file name, open the file name in read mode, perform cycle of read operations. So to perform read operation, you are choosing the file. That's good. And opening the file in read mode. To tell to your system, system, open the file in read mode means it won't open. You have to pass an instruction to that. You have to pass an instruction. What is that instruction? What is an instruction? Or what is this R says? What this R says? When I say or, with the syntax of what? Number of approaches which I am going to explain, there you are going to get that mode will be making the environment to open. For example, there are two approaches are available. One function is called what? Open. What is this open is going to take? File name it will take. It will take the file name, comma, what you need to mention here. File mode you need to specify. File mode you need to specify. This file name opened in which mode? The mode which you specified. Which mode you are specifying? Either of these modes, any one of the mode you are specifying. That makes the PVM to open that file name in so and so file mode. The mode R is used for opening the file in which mode? Read mode. First point. To open the file in read mode, which type of mode I will use? R mode. Sit properly. Sitting like a railway passenger. Are you railway passenger? Student, no? Sit properly then. Come on. R mode is used for what? Opening the file in which mode? Read mode. So done. Once you are opening the file in read mode, on after that, we are going to perform which operations? Read operations. Once read operation is over, we will be closing the file automatically. How to close it, I will tell you. Students, once we open the file in read mode, and if that fortunately or incidentally that file name is not existing, we are going to get an exception called what? File not found error. What is an exception name? File not found error. So once again, I will repeat. R mode is used for opening the file name in read mode, right? And we perform which operation? Read operation. Read operation we will perform. If the file name is not existing, which you are opening in R mode, then we'll get which exception? File not found error will get it. Are you able to follow? Good. So is it clear? So file not found error. Remember students, any exception you are writing, you are always supposed to habituate by yourself. File not found error. What is the technique I said already to you, students? What is the technique I already said? This all error names are called exception classes. How you need to write? Each word first letter you must write capital letter. That notation is called Hungarian notation, we can call. Which notation? Right. Each letter of the word of the class will be in the capital letter. Value error. V capital value and then error. No spacing will be there. Module not found error. M capital module not N capital. Found F capital. Found error E capital. This is the way to write it. Understanding? So module not found error will be coming. So similar manner we will get the concept called what? File not found error. When do you get file not found error? When the file does not exist in the secondary memory and we are trying to open such a file in where read or mode, we'll get which error? Right. See, Niharika. Niharika. Again writing wrong, ma. How I said to write it? File not found error. I said all the words first letters capital or not. After I said Niharika written in small letters again. Niharika written like this. Niharika written like this. So నేను మరి ఎవరికి చెప్తున్నా నేను? I'm telling the class for whom now? I said that this one is supposed to be written like this. Okay, Niharika, take care by yourself, ma. Careful. Okay, Niharika is perfect now. Oh, she is perfect. Now finished. Now coming to W mode. W mode. Listen carefully. What is the use of W mode? C. Write operation. Myself will tell carefully. Listen. The purpose of write operation is yesterday I already finished it. To transfer the object data or to save the object data of main memory as a record in the file of which memory? Secondary memory. We use which operation? Write operation. So that what are you doing? Choose the file name, open the file name in write mode. Write mode. So open the file name and open in write mode. So any file name you want to open in write mode will go for which mode? Double, W mode. So to open the file name in write mode, first of all, it has to create that file. First of all, it has to create that file. That is a question in the interview point of view. Write a Python program to create a file, first of all. How do you create a file, student? In Notepad. How I am going? File, new. What is this now? Others. And I'm going to take what? Python. Is it not creating a new file? So how to write a code for creating a new file and performing write operation? That is what W will do. The W mode is used for opening the file in, creating the file newly, and open that new file in which mode? Write mode. So that I can perform which operation? Write operation. If you want to write the notes, I'll buy the notes or not. That is called buying the notes is not called creating the file. And do what? Writing the notes. So W mode is used for creating a file in write mode, creating a file in new file, and writing the data to the file. Once again, W mode is used for creating a file and opens that file in which mode? Write mode, and performs which operation? Write operation. That is first thing. Students, there are two things are there, students. One is called what? Opening new file, opening existing file. Opening new file, opening existing file. When you came to my class first day, you brought a new notes or not? That is called which file? New file. Second day, third day, what? Fourth day, what you did? You carried the existing notes only. Correct? So W mode, when you open the new file in W mode, that will be created in newly, opened in which mode? Write mode, and we can perform the write operation. When we open existing file in which mode? W mode, it will be opened in write mode, no doubt in that. Plus the existing data which is already containing, which is replaced with what? New data, what you are writing. Very, very important point. The existing file, if you open in W mode, it will be opened. newly. There is nothing but whatever is there, it will be opened. Once you start writing the data, the new data what you are writing replaces the existing data. That is called overlaps here. Overlapping here. But I don't want to overlap. I want to do what? Appending. So when you come to my class, every day you are adding the notes, replacing, adding at the end of the notes. That is called which mode you are taking? A. What is that A? A is exactly similar to what? W. A is exactly similar to W. But A is also used for what? Opening the file in write mode only. Once it opens the file in write mode, what you will do? You will perform write operation only. And what is the speciality of it? If a new file is there, it will be created and opened in write mode, performs write operation. Once we open the existing file in A mode, do you know what is happening? The new data will be added at the end of which data? Existing data. So what is the difference between W and A? W existing file data replaced with a new data. A mode will do what? Same as W only, but it never overlap. It will append. Take an example directly. What is my example? Today, I created a file in W mode. Written how many records? 20 records I added. Today, how many records? 20. Tomorrow, same file. I am opening in which mode? W mode. Decided to write how many records? 3 more records. When tomorrow is over, how many records are there in the file in W mode? Come on. Only 3. 23 కాదు. చెప్పాను కదా ఓవర్లాప్స్ అని చెప్పాను. 23 3 3. Why 3? It overlaps the existing data with what data? New data. So W going to have how many records? 3. The existing 20 replaced with what? 3. Suppose if you want 23 as it is, what I want? Today I'm opening the file in which mode? A mode. Written how many records? 20. Tomorrow also opening the same file in which mode? A mode. I'm writing how many records? 3 extra. Totally how many records? 23. Did you understand the difference between W and A? Can I show you both of them now? So W and A meant for what? Opening the new file, creating the new file, opened in write mode, performs write operation only. The difference is what? When you come to existing file data in W mode overlaps with the new data in A mode. Existing file, if you open it, existing data appended with the new data. Here it is appending, here it is called overlapping. The rest of them are going to be same. Can I show you this? Instead of writing and making you too much lengthy thing, I will go for what you know. File opening modes. Students, very, very easy. First read out. Hmm. The purpose of file opening modes is that to open a particular file with the specific mode, with the specified mode. What is the specified mode? R meant for what? Reading. W meant for right creating the file with a new file, appending or overlapping, you have to tell. Opening the file with overlapping, opening the file in write mode with appending. That shortcut things you need to. In other words, file opening modes makes us to understand in which mode we are opening the file. In Python programming, we have 8 file opening modes: R, W, A, R plus, W plus, A plus, etc. Students, carefully try to follow. Read out. What is this? R. Carefully start. This mode is used for opening the specified file name in read mode, and we perform read operations only. If we don't specify any file opening mode, then by default PVM treated as R mode and R mode as a default file mode. Means out of these 8 modes, if I don't specify any mode at all, by default taken as which mode only? R mode. If we open any file in R mode, and if that file name does not exist in secondary memory, then we get which error? File not found error. Easy. So with R, what I will do? Read operation only. Opened in read mode, read operation only. If the file does not exist, we'll get what? file not found error. And if I don't specify any mode out of these many 8 modes, what is the default mode? R mode. Go to what next? W mode. Start. This mode is used for creating new file and opens in write mode. Okay. If we choose a new file and open and the mode is W, then PVM creates a new file and opened in write mode, and we can perform write operations only. Some people will ask you, sir, I opened in W mode. Can I do read operation? You cannot do. You do only what operation? Write operation. Important students. If we choose existing file and the mode is W, then PVM opens existing file in write mode and existing data, existing data of file overlapped with a new data. Overlapped with what data? New data. Did you understand this W and overlapping here? So, but I want to do what? Appending new data only. Appending. Then go for which mode? So A mode is exactly similar to W, but A mode with that, what are we doing? Appending. Start. This mode is used for creating new file and opens in write mode. Same to same. If we choose a new file and the mode is A, PVM creates new file and opened in write mode, and we can perform write operations only. Same as here. Same as here. If we choose, now difference is coming in this moment. If we choose existing file and the mode is A, then PVM opens existing file in write mode and existing data of the file appended with a new data. Here appended, here overlap, here appended. Did you understand the difference? So today I want to create some file where today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I will go on appending the data, records and all. I will go open the file in which mode? A mode. I want to open a file today with 10 records. Tomorrow, I want to open, replace with 3 more. Day after tomorrow, replace with 20 more. Day after tomorrow, replace with 50 more. Which is the best mode? W mode. Did you understand that? Well, go to R plus mode students. R plus W. Once you know RWA, R plus W plus A plus is easy for you. Once you open in R, it is performing only which operation? Read. Read operation. I want to go for what here? R plus. Do you know when R is there, when R plus is coming, do you know extra? When R you say it is performing read only. But when you say plus na, exclusively, because of the symbol called plus, because of the symbol called plus, do you know, along with your existing parental property called read, you will perform what operation also? Write operation also you will perform. After which operation? Read operation. What exception will come here? First of all, the file is opening in which mode? Read mode. First you will perform read operation only. Later, you will perform which operation? Write operation 2. You can perform write operation also after what? Reading. That is the speciality of what? R plus. So with R plus, what operations you can do? You can read and you can do what also? Right. So which exception will be coming when I open R plus and if that file does not exist? File not found error will come. Which error will come? File not found error will come. Are you following me? So what is the difference between R and R plus? Both of them are opening the file in read mode only. Both of them are giving file not found error only when the file is not existing. But with R, I can do only read operation. With R plus, I can do write operation also after reading. Are you following me? So coming to the point of it, here I'm going to enter into the R plus. Let us coming to W plus. Try to have the difference over there. With the W mode, what are we doing? We are performing write operation only. And we are going to overlap the existing data. It is same, but additionally you do what? Reading you are doing. After you are writing the data to the file, later you can read the data what you wrote it. That is called what mode? W plus. For example, today I am reading my records. After reading 20 records, immediately I want to write one more record. Which mode I will go for it? R plus. W plus says what? I wrote some data. 20 records I wrote today by opening. I want to read that 20 records. I'll go for what? W plus. You need not to open again in R mode separately and all. Are you following me? A plus. A plus is also exactly similar to W plus only. With A plus, what you will do? Opening the file in write mode only. Will perform write operation only. But the problem with A is what? But the thing is with what? Only write operation you can do. With A plus, you can do write operation. You can do what? Additionally, you can do what also? Appending will be carried as this. Appending will be carried. With the A plus, you can do additionally what? Reading can be done. So what is the difference between A and A plus? With the A, opening the file in write mode, performing write operation only, and appending. What is the A plus? Opening the file in write operation, performing write operation only, plus what are you doing extra? Read operation also we are performing, plus we are doing what also? Here it is going to be appending will be carried. What is an extra box here? Reading. You can read also. Are you following me? That is called what mode? A plus. Try to understand now. Coming to this, and last అతను లేపండి అతను. Stand up. ఏం చేస్తున్నావు నువ్వు? ఏం చేస్తున్నావు? విను క్లాస్. డోంట్ ఫోల్డ్ ద హ్యాండ్స్. విను క్లాస్. విను. మేక్ యువర్ లైఫ్ బ్యూటిఫుల్. ఏం చేస్తున్నావు చెప్పు. మరి ఎందుకు చూడట్లేదు ఇక్కడ బోర్డు మీద? వై ఆర్ నాట్ సీయింగ్ ఆన్ ద బోర్డ్? మొబైల్ ఆపరేషన్ డూయింగ్? విను మా క్లాస్ విను. మేక్ యువర్ లైఫ్ బ్యూటిఫుల్. సిడ. సో హియర్ R plus. This mode is used for opening the specified file name in read mode. Read mode. And first we perform read operation, and later we can also perform write operation. If I go to only read, you can perform read operation only. But when I go to R plus, you will do first read operation. Immediately you can perform what? Write operation. If we open the file name in R plus mode, and if that file name does not exist in secondary memory, then we get file not found error. This is called which mode? R plus. Come to W plus. This mode is used for creating new file and opens in write mode. Exactly similar to W. Same as W only. If we choose new file in opened in W plus mode, PVM creates a new file similar to W only, and opened in write mode similar to W only. And first we perform write operation similar to W only. Extra, later we perform write operation also. What is the specialty of W plus? You can do read operation also. And don't tell like everybody what is R plus, read write, W plus, write read. Don't tell like that. When you say that, read R plus, what exception chance is there to come? File not found error. When W plus, what exception chance? OS error, IO error, file exist error, chances are there. Don't think read write read like a layman's. We should not answer it. We have to answer so technically. Are you able to follow now? And W plus, what happens now? We can perform extra. If we choose existing file in W plus mode, opens in existing file, existing data overlapped with what? New data. Only extra thing is we can perform read operation extra. Understood that? Fine. So this is opening in write mode. R plus is opening in where? Read mode. It's a completely different. So next go to which mode now? A plus. It is similar to exactly A only. Here it is performing write operation. Extra we are doing what? Read operation. Plus what? Appending. How it is different from W plus and A plus? W plus read write plus overlapping. What is about W plus? Read write plus what? pending. So here R plus, tell me, R plus is doing what? Read plus write and file not found error. Next W plus write, read and IO error, OS error, etc. etc. So A plus write, read, same IO error, etc. This I forget to write. What is this? Overlapping. This one is appending. Getting me? Simple. Very, very easy. So A plus. This mode is used for creating a file in write mode. Choosing the new file A plus created in write mode, and first we can perform write operation, later we can perform read operation also. If we choose existing file and the mode is A plus, then PVM opens existing file in write mode and existing data of the file appended with new data. Clear? Right. Now I'm going to enter into the X mode. Online students, is it clear, students? Any confusion, students? Clear? Huh? Is it clear for everybody? Everybody need to respond. So 20 students absent today. So 19 students absent because today Saturday they are maybe underground. They went morning. So go to next X mode. I am going to take up X mode. X mode. I am going to take it. X mode. I am going to take it. Even when I am coming, I'll come to Himayat Nagar, Necklace Road, Rajbhavan Road. I'll come to this place. Necklace Road when I am coming. Now when I am coming, I'm seeing some students wearing bags. Who are those students? I'm not saying. Taking selfies. How much beautiful time, how much fortunate people there, lucky people there. Who is having the time to take selfie? Bags are there. They sat in the home going to college. But they came to Necklace Road and Himayat Nagar and taking selfies. Then I've seen any of my student is present. And not by going close, very nearby on road adjacent. Not our students will not do. At least I hope that. So they'll come to the class. So morning, they need to go. Actually, they came, sat in the home. They're going to college. But they're coming to that place and then taking selfies and all. It's not good. No? When we say we are going to college, we have to go to college compulsory. We should be sincere. Correct? Yes. Be, of course. You will do that. Come to what next? X mode I am going to. X mode I am going to enter. My dear students, X mode. See, students, when you go to some applications like biometrics, you take it. Biometrics. Do you know biometrics? Attendance. Companies will take attendance with a mission. You know, a mission which is taking login, logout time mentioning is called biometric. You know, see, students, when you take the implementation of biometric, I'm just telling in the coding format. Today, I want to take attendance register of the employees which are come to the office. So the mission will start. The mission will initialized, and when it starts, it create one file. It create one file. On what basis it will create the file? On date basis, it will create the file. Date, system date. What is the date in today? Something like, come on, 28 09 09 2024. 2024. Correct? 2024. On this name, a file is opened. And this is active for 8 hours. 8 hours because the business hours of the company is 8 hours, for example. So once the business hours are completed, this is created and the entries are written or not. So this is known as opened in which mode? In write operation. In write operation style only it is opened it. Correct or not? So this is opened. Next day when it comes to when the business hours are over, file will be closed automatically because like that I wrote the code. Once next day comes, the machine is initialized. What will be the next file opened? Come on, I said not date wise the file will be opened. What is the next day? 29/09/2024. It is the next system date it will take. Are you following me? So can I open 28/09/2024 file on 29th day? No. That means you are opening 28/09/2024 exclusively on that day. In which mode? Write mode. That means 28/09/2024 in the lifetime you are opening the file only once. In which mode? Write mode. 29/09/2024 exclusively you are opening once in the lifetime. In which mode? Write mode. That means you cannot open the same file name of the previous date in today. This indicates I want to open the file once. Only once I want to open. In which mode? Write mode. And I want to make the entries written. That is known as what? Opening the file once in write mode and performs which operation? Write operation. If I try to open the same file in same mode of that, you will get an exception called what? File exist error. That is called which mode? X mode. Not getting. 2024 year. How many times it will be opened? 2024 year is there now. Opened how many times in a lifetime? Once. So that once in a lifetime opened once only, or you remove. January month opened how many times? Once in a year. That is called which mode? Exclusive mode. Stands for X. X. February, March, April, May. That certain type of files to be opened how many times? The best example is biometric of timing of the company, attendance of the company of one day. That file of that one day to be created how many times? Once only. Suppose after 10 days, can you open the 1st September file? Newly, can you open it? No. With the W mode and all, you may create, you can customize. But I want to create one file one time only. You cannot open the same file once again for tomorrow for manipulation. That is known as which mode? X mode. Important. Everybody will ask you. I want to open the file in write mode once only. And I want to perform the one-time operations. That is known as which mode? X mode. And you can perform. So X mode is used for what? Opening the file in write mode and performs write operation only once. Exclusively opened in write mode only once. Performs write operation only. That is called which mode? X mode. When I go to X plus, what will happen? Opens the file name in write mode exclusively once in write mode, performs write operation. Later we can also perform what? Read operation also. You think you are following me? Online students, coming to the point back, read out now. If we open, this mode is used for creating new file exclusively in write mode only once, and we can perform write operations only. If we open existing file in X mode, then we get what? File access error. What is the difference between W mode, W plus mode, A mode, A plus mode? How it is different? With a W, with a W plus, with a A, with a A plus, I can open same file any number of times, anytime, in any number of times in write mode. But X mode can open once only the file in write mode. You cannot open existing file in write mode with a which mode? But I can open the existing file in write mode any number of times in W, W plus, A plus. Got it? Done. Are you following me? Now X plus, same as this, but you can perform what? Same as that, same as that. Later we can perform what also? Read operation also. Once you open the existing file in which mode? X plus mode, then we get what error? File exist error. These are very, very important. Tell me, I want to open the file exclusively in write mode only. Which mode? X. I want to open my file exclusively in write mode. Want to write. Immediately I want to read also. X plus. Next, I want to read my data only. R mode. I want to write the data to the file today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. But every time I want to read also. I want to open my file in write mode. I want to write some records today. Tomorrow I want to append. Day after tomorrow I want to append. Next day I want to append. Plus immediately I want to read also. A plus. I want to open my file in write mode. I want to write the data today. Overlapping plus want to read. Overlapping reading. Which one? W plus. I want to write the data today. Tomorrow I want to overlap. Day after tomorrow also overlap. Only want to perform write operation. W mode. I want to open the file in read mode. I'm reading the data. Later immediately I want to write the data also. Simple. These are all called modes. How many file modes are there? 8. What are those now? R, W, A, R plus, W plus, X, X plus. That's all. When you go to an interview, questions, these are all called. X and X plus compulsory, they will ask you. Newly added modes. To take any student ask these questions out of order. For loop, while loop also people don't know. While loop also people don't know. When I'm seeing the online doubts in evening time, while loop also people don't know. When I wrote in NumPy 3 while loops, I wrote it. But third while loop, first of all, inner while loop, how they're executing, they don't know. So that is the standards. So coming to the point back, is the file modes are clear, students? Good. Now I'm going to enter into the number of approaches to open the file. There are two approaches are there to open the file. So once it is clear now, done. So file opening modes makes us to understand what in which mode I am opening my file. In which mode I am opening my file. So after that, after learning file opening modes, now we need to learn how many syntaxes are there to open the file. There are two syntaxes are available. One is called what? Open off. Second one is called what? With the open off as. With the open off as. So go to the place of it with the open off as. Ishwar Rao. So not audible, sir. My dear student. Online students, am I audible to everybody? Am I audible to everybody? Right. Ishwar Rao, take care. So everybody is saying audible. You are only now. Ishwar Rao is now clear, huh? Clear, sir. Okay. So sometimes when it is a bit of some time, if it is having anything, don't get tension. I will repeat that, not an issue. So first I will go for what now? Open. So first I will go for open now. Let us start here now. So there I'm going to take syntax. Start now. Easy. So open is first of all a predefined function. Open is first of all predefined function. Belongs to one module. Module. That module is called built-ins. Every function of Python belongs to module or not? Open function belongs to the module called built-ins. That's why I'm not writing module name dot. Why? Built-ins module will be imported by default to every Python program. Open off. I'm writing there file name. I'm writing file name. I'm writing file name, comma. I'm writing file mode. I'm writing file mode here. File mode. File name, comma, file mode I am writing. So whatever the file name you are mentioning, immediately you have to tell to PVM that file name to be opened in which mode you have to use it. So that your file can be opened in the specified mode. By which function? Open function. And left side I will write one beautiful thing, variable name I am writing. Variable name. Students, once again, now carefully listen. What is this? I am explaining. What is the variable name? What is the open now? What is the file name? What is the file opening modes? File opening modes, anyhow, you learned it. How many are there? 8. File name is nothing but you are going to take from the keyboard and you will mention that file name here. Now I'm talking about the major one is called open. So listen carefully. Open is one of the predefined function present into built-ins. Built-ins model. The purpose of open function is to open the specified file name in specified file mode. After opening the file name in the specified file mode, that entire file name is there in the secondary memory. It will be made as opened here. That type of file is placed, that type of file is pointed by left side variable which you are keeping. The best example to understand, once you open your notes, your notes is pointed by what? You opened your notes now? Which mode? Right mode. Who is pointing to your notes? Pen. Who is pointing? Pen. So pen notes is pointed by what? Pen. This pen is called what? Object. This pen is called object. The pen is pointing to my notes. The pen is pointing to my notes. This pen is called what? File pointer. Spell out. It is a pointer pointing to my notes. That is why it is called as a file pointer. File pointer is an English word. Suppose I am explaining some presentation in the meeting, for example. I want to highlight some point. I will take the lighter or not lighter. One lighter, laser light I will take. The laser light is nothing but pointing to my sentence or not. So it is called as what? Pointer. Like now you take it as what? For example, you opened your notes in reading. Who is pointing your sentences? Your eyes. Your eyes are pointing to your sentences. But eyes are known as what? Pointer. Pointing to your sentences. Reading the line by line. And it is incrementing one line reading, next line reading like that. So anything you are opening that files to be pointed by some variable that is called a left side variable. But left side variable is called as what? File pointer. Every variable name in Python is what? Object. Object. That object will have a class name. That class name is called what, you know, student? I'm going to write it. The variable name class name is simply, it is going to be called as what? Text IO wrapper. Text IO wrapper. Important. In MCQs, this will come across. Underscore IO dot text IO wrapper. What is the text IO wrapper? It is a class name. That object is what? Variable name, which is pointing to my file. Simply when I write it, open off, I'm writing here, open off, I'm writing std.data, std.data, comma what, R mode I am writing, for example. On the left side, I will write what? Something like FP. I'm writing. FP is after all one variable name. I'm indicating as a file pointer. This is opened student. Std.data opened, which is pointed by what here? FP. FP is pointing to my file. What is this FP is called? Object. Of which type? It is known as what? File pointer. What is FP is called? Object. Of which type? Text type or wrapper. Which is of which type? Which type? Text type or wrapper. What is its name is called? File pointer, which is pointing to my file. With that file pointer, I will read the data. I will write the data. Many more operations I can do. Are you following me? Start all of that together, students. Number one, what is the use of what is the file name of the file to be specified? File mode, you understood that you are mentioning it. To open that file name in the specified file mode, I am using the function name called open off. So open function is used for opening the specified file name in the specified file mode. Getting my point? And this type of file is pointed by one of the variable called what? File pointer. File pointer, I'm going to take it. This file pointer is going to be pointing to this file name. Is it clear or not? So this file pointer is of which type? Text IO wrapper. Text IO wrapper is a class name. You have to remember all these things. Any object is there now. A professional will remember the type of the class. That is an important. L1 is equal to list of. What is L1? Object. Which type? List class. T1 is equal to tuple of. What is the T1 object? Which type? Like that. What is the variable name here? Every variable name in Python is object, which will have what class? What is the class name? Text IO wrapper. You have to remember there is a style. If you tell that class names in interview now, they will feel that you are a professional. Understand, students? Good. What this variable name is called? File pointer, which is pointing to the file. Understand now? Good. Students, once we open the file, that is actively available opening mode only. After your file operations are over, what are we doing? Generally, we need to close the file. We need to close the file. So once you open the notes in the classroom, at the end of the class, are you closing the notes and keep it in the bag or not? Like that. For safety purpose, you are closing the file and keeping. Similar manner, once you go for file name of this one, once you open it, it is always recommended for you to close the file. Why? If I don't close the file, there is a chance of leading wrong manipulations on the file data. The best example is an EMI application, you take it. An EMI application, you take it. An EMI application. You have a salary account in SBI. You took a loan from ICICI for your car loan or home loan, you took it. And on every first or second or third or fifth, whatever the date you said, you are going to execute EMI program by the ICICI so that they will deduct the amount from your salary account and they will get the money back in their ICICI. So what is that EMI application will do? They stored your SBI data. Assume that they are in the form of file. They're storing the data in the form of file, all your transactions and etc. So the moment when the date is coming, the EMI application, you are already authorized this ICICI people to execute the program on every 5th of the month. And that 5th of the month, they will execute at certain time. They will open your salary account file. They will get the amount back. Opened that file. They deducted the amount and that is successfully executed. While this program finishes, that file must be closed by the ICICI EMI application or not. Suppose if they did not write the closing code of that file, then the file was active in SBI. There is a chance of misleading the data of the opened file. That's why you have to close the file and you have to return it back to your existing application development. Are you able to follow now? In other words, when you are coming from your hostel to the classroom, are you closing the door of the hostel or coming without closing? Closing. So that means when you are in the inside doing the operation, be open. Once you are completing, you need to close that file. I think you are following me. So this is comes under when you open the file with open function, you have to close the function compulsory. That is called what? Manually, you need to close the file. That is comes under open function. Once you open, you need to close. How do you close it? Variable name dot. There is a function name called close. So close function present in where? File pointer only. Like list dot L1 dot append we are saying na. L1 is an object of what? List. FP dot close you need to say. What is that FP? Object of what? Text writer. FP dot close you will do it. I think you are following me. Next. So this entire thing says that we are closing the file by writing fp dot close. Generally, where do you close it? In finally block. Usha, good ma. We are writing that code in where finally block will write. Finally block is an exception handling we written or not? Yes, good. Usha, good. So we are closing our files in where finally block by writing fp dot what close. Getting my point? So manual closing is compulsory in where open function. Open function. Sometimes, take an example, by mistake, you forget to close the file. What will happen? The file was active or not? There is a chance of becoming the data corrupted by some other kind of applications or not. That time, what is the happening? Drawback or not? That's why one more approach came into the picture. What is that approach? With the open as approach came. With the open as approach came. What is that with open as approach? Syntax, I will write it. Look at the syntax now. with the open as approach scheme, syntax I'm going to take up. How simple, students? With open, with the open, I'm going to write it same file name, comma what I'm writing, file mode I'm taking as what variable name, whatever the variable name you have, your variable name. Close it. Now I'm writing there indentation block, students. See that all of you carefully. Indentation block. I'm taking indentation block. There I'm writing it. There you will do with the open file name, file mode as variable name colon. There I'm writing like this indentation block. There you are writing. This is called what? Out of indentation. This is called other statements here. I'm writing here other statements. You know already in the class, other statements in the program. Other statements in the program. Tell me, students, once we are entering, once our PVM comes to with open indentation, this is the variable name pointing to this file. Enter inside the indentation of what? With open concept. As long as the PVM is inside the indentation part of what? With open, the file is active, actively opened. Once your file operations are over, it is coming out of the with open indentation block or not? It is going to which place? The moment when it comes out, PVM automatically closes the file which was opened. It automatically closes. That is the best approach or not? As long as you are doing file operation, it is actively opened and you are doing. Once PVM come out of that with open indentation, the syntax itself will do what? Closes the file. This is known as what? Auto closable property present in where? With open as. So which is the best approach? Auto closability. Here the point is auto closability, manual closing. Which is a better? Auto closability. Best example you take it. If you go to old apartments, and I'm telling general knowledge, old apartments, to enter into to go to your fourth floor, there is a lift is there with iron gates. You will go to fourth floor. And when you are leaving that lift, you need to close your gates manually or not. That is a suppose by mistake you are going with a hurry and you are not closing, and out in cellar some people are waiting. Is it a problem or not? So if you go to modern apartments which they are constructing, what they are doing? You have automatic sensor doors are there. With certain timing, automatically closing and then opening it is taking place. The moment when you go to the fourth floor, even if you forget it, if you leave it, automatically closing and coming down or not. So which one is the better? Auto closability is better or manual closing is better? So even though I forget here, auto closability is there. Last and final technical example, you take in your home, there is a in your home, you have internet, routers, Wi-Fi connection, and everything is available. As long as you are present in your home, your mobile is connected to your internet connection of your home. Once you come out of your home to attend the other classes and all those things, it will be your mobile is disconnected from your Wi-Fi or not. That is nothing. Once you enter into the home again, what will happen? It will connect. That is known as what concept? Automatic connect, automatic closability. That is called a with open as. Do you understand the difference between both of them? Online students, is it clear for everybody? Let us go to the place. Number of approaches to open the file. Online students, start. In Python programming, we have two approaches to open the file. They are by using OpenOff, by using with OpenAS. By using OpenOff, variable name is equal to OpenOff, file name, comma, file mode. Explanation I'm giving it. Try to start. Here, variable name represents file pointer, which will point to the opened file, and whose type is class text IO wrapper. Text IO wrapper. Are you following me? Yes. Next, open is used for opening the file in specified file mode. File name represents name of the file to be specified by the programmer. File mode represents any one of the file opening modes, any one you can specify. Once we open any file name with open off, then we must close the file by using close off. And it is mandatory for maintaining consistency of the data. So manual closing, there is no need, there is no concept of auto closability. With what function? Open off. Clear? Right. So is it recommended or not recommended? Or not that much recommended. You can use it, but when you use it, you need to close it by using which function? Close function. But come to the by using what? With open as. Start. So, with open of file name, file mode as file name. What is this now? Block of statements performs file operation. What is that is? Indentation with open of. Indentation block of with open of concept. What is this known as? Other statements in the program. This is called other statements in the program. I hope you are following me. Other statements in the program. Other statements in the program. Students, let us start the explanation now. Start here with as or what keywords. Already you know as in import mode, import only you know. Here variable name represents what? File pointer, which is pointing to the opened file, and whose type is class text IO wrapper. Open of is called what? File name is a function name. Opening the file in where? Specified file mode. Next, file name represents name of the file to be specified by the programmer. File mode represents any one of the file opening modes like this. The execution process of with the open of as is that as long as PVM present inside of with the open as indentation, the file name is actively available. Once a PVM comes out of with open as indentation, then file name closed automatically. And this facility is called auto closability of the file. No need to close the file by using close manually. So auto closability property provided by what? With open as. With open as. Think you're following me. So with this, we understood what are the file opening modes and how to open the file. We understood perfectly here. Clear or not clear? Clear. So students in online, so respond. Is this concept is clear? How to open the file, how to open the file, and all those things is clear now. So with this, we understood programmatically. Of course, conceptually, we understood how many approaches and all there these things now. So now I'm going to enter into what file attributes I need to go for it. So that file attributes, next class I will show you. Next class I will show you the example. Today is Saturday. You also relax for 10 minutes early. I'm making you to leave. You also relax. So when everybody is enjoying outside, total underground they are going, you also take 10 minutes, relax. Hmm? What is that? Uh, 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 what is this? What is that? Diksha, Dikshavi. Okay, mom. Yesterday, my friend wrote Accenture coding exam. After writing the code at the time of execution, she got EOF error. How to rectify, sir? What is that, mom? Yesterday, my friend wrote Accenture coding exam. After writing the code at the time of execution, she got EOF error. So, how to rectify it? Seema, Dikshavi, you are asking about the question related EOF error or software related EOF error, ma? You are asking, is it the question related EOF error or their software related exam related EOF error? May you know that? Dikshavi, question related. And already I told, said EOF error is called what? No, no, end of file error. Even I don't, I know what is that irregular answer. EOF error is called exception name. How do you handle the exception name? How do you handle the exception name? By writing try and except block. By writing try and except block. You need to write try and except block. In except block, EOF error, you need to write it. Exception handling, you need to use. Digshavi, you need to use exception handling ma. First of all, handling that exception is compulsory, right? You need to. So that's why when you go to any exam, they will expect exceptions to be used, compulsory, right? So anyhow, in the class, I'll show you this except error in the classroom. I'm going to make you to tell you the concept also. When you see my previous things, if you go to my files, here I used to tell student information system. This is a project for you. There I used to explain how to enter into this EOF error, all those things I'm explaining. Seema Dikshavi, I'm going to explain here Unpickle program. I'm going to tell you where is the EOF error. Here you see EOF error. I'm explaining in the class. EOF error, except EOF error. Once we listen our class and if you do that, everything will be in your control. Without listening our class and do something going beyond your control. Once you listen the class and if you do it, everything is in your control. Without listening, if you do of course, out of control means because you did not get that practical approach earlier. Okay, now. So Monday onwards, no sitting before the shutters. So you have to sit in the class. If I see that you are sitting before that, today, yesterday I've seen, today I confirmed it. So Monday, if I see, I'll ask a lot of questions. There only you will be. From there only you will watch the class what is going on like this. So sitting before that is not the right. Okay, right, students. So because you are my student, that's why I'm telling to you. Okay, take care. Okay, students, I'll stop my class and read well. Girls, interacted well. Keep it up. Okay, girls. Boys, keep it up and don't miss Monday class. Tomorrow there is no class. Some student asked Marshall. I think so. Marshall. Some student asked. So tomorrow there is a class. No class tomorrow. Already I taken 2 Sundays classes. The topic was over. Tomorrow no class. Monday we will meet in the session. Thank you. All the best. Online students, any doubts? Any doubts you have? Any doubts you have? If you don't have any doubts, I'll just log out and I will go for it. Srajan, yes, it was over. Already last class only I said, na? It was completed. Okay, students, take care and don't miss tomorrow Monday class. Monday class, don't miss it. Thank you. All the best.